All right, so where are we and who are we with?
I don't know who this guy is. He just stumbled upon us.
I'm Brian Turner.
I'm Brian Turner.
You should go check out her Instagram. She just uploaded the most hilarious video. That was hilarious.
Oh my God, it's Brian Turner. Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, sure.
No, not there. Here.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right.
So it's day one. It's Sunday. It's not actually.
It's day zero.
It's day zero.
So yesterday was day -1. So not a whole lot going on.
It was day 17 hours.
Day 17
driving.
hours. I've never been here this early. There's actually not a ton going on. So I'm going to
So
go.
you had all the travel problems and everything else, and yet you still are here early.
Yeah, the earliest I've ever been here before. So if you want to go to AirVenture and you want to get there early, just drive. So I'm going to go watch normally you watch the planes land on Sunday. I'm going to go to the gate and watch the cars come in. So I think everything's going to be ground-based this year. So I'm out here in the North 40 at Oshkosh, where all these planes are at, and I bumped into an old friend named Catherine who has an amazing story. So you are Catherine, and you are from where?
I'm from Germany.
You're from Germany, and you flew here in a 737, a 747. What'd you fly in?
A Grumman AA5.
You flew from there in this little tiny Grumman?
Yes.
So I am currently a former Grumman pilot, and that's how we know each other. But you have a pretty amazing story. You flew this little plane along. Show us the route.
Yeah, this is the road of course, from Germany to Scotland, Iceland, Canada, Greenland, Canada, and all the way. Canada is so huge. All the way to America.
And you've written a book too, right?
Yes, I show it. So that is the book about my first journey, because I did it several times, the Atlantic. And you can buy it here in Oshkosh for a special price of $30, and it's shame Amazon asked for much more.
Okay.
So better you come here to Oshkosh.
And here is row 512 in the North 40. She's got this mailbox here, and you'll see this plane sticking out. So if you want to come buy a copy of it. And the rumor I just heard is you're one of going all the way around the world next.
Yeah, that is my biggest wish.
And so for people who want to follow, where can they follow you? Because I want to follow this around the world journey when you do it. So are you Instagram, YouTube? Where are you at?
My kids say Facebook's only for the old one. That's where I am.
Our kids are right, and I'm kind of on there, but yeah.
Yeah, TikTok, and I don't understand TikTok and Instagram. It goes so.
You're not going to do TikTok. You're not going to do around the world in 1 minute. It's a short video. Well, I will put links in the description to this so you can follow as well, because it's pretty exciting stuff. So thank you for letting me talk to you today. All right, so today is actually really day one, the first day that AirVenture is actually open. Yesterday was more of just kind of everything's getting set up. So one thing I noticed, it seems light. I can't quite put my finger on it, but yesterday, Sunday, is generally when every time I've come in, I think it's always been on a Sunday, and I'm always kind of in this conga line of planes, like, a mile apart, hundreds, if not thousands of them coming in. Yesterday, I was like, well, I got here on Saturday, so I'm going to go sit on the ground near the runway and watch these planes land. And I really didn't see it. There wasn't a whole lot of planes coming in. It was, one, and then a couple minutes later, 3, 4, 5 minutes later, another one. Really, really sparse. So I don't know. I know a lot of times when there's weather in the area or in the perimeter, there'll be a lot of people waiting it out. So I don't know if there was some of that, or if people have started getting here earlier to try to not have to deal with the Sunday arrivals. But it feels a little bit light. The North 40 seems full. That's where there's kind of two places people end up. There's like the flight line South 40, and there's a North 40. The flight line feels kind of sparse. Feels maybe half or 3/4 full, which I think is kind of light. But I don't know. So anyway, it was a little bit interesting. But there wasn't a whole lot to film yesterday, just because it's mostly people setting up and getting ready for the show, which starts today. In the beginning, you saw the video I took from Christy's Instagram. Thanks for letting me share that, Christy. The guy that came up to me, so that guy's name is Joe Johnson. He's a designated pilot examiner. He did my check ride for my commercial and my multi. There's two Joes. There's kind of rigid, straight-laced, serious Joe, and then there's fun-loving, just crazy, wild Joe, and you never know which one you're going to get. So Christy and I were standing out in front of the FlyingEyes booth, kind of helping them get some stuff set up, and there's an ad in this guide. So there's this, when you come to AirVenture, they're going to give you a guide to let you know what's going on and what the schedule is. A few weeks back, Lightspeed had reached out to me and said, hey, we saw some of these photos on your Instagram. Do you mind if we use them for marketing? And I said, sure, that's fine. I didn't know what they were going to do with them. Well, so I was going through the guide, and then somewhere around page 34, 35, there's this full page ad with the photo from me flying in Chris's L-39. So one, that's wild. Two, Christy's like, hey, I'm going to film you out just in this alley. And she's like, pose with your thing, you know, with the picture. And she goes, I'm going to have Joey run up and ask for your autograph. And I was like, oh, that's silly, kind of cringy. I was like, I don't know what we're going to do. Joey, when he lifted his shirt up, I didn't see that coming. I was just cracking up all day yesterday about it. So we got fun Joey yesterday, which was awesome. The other thing from the video, Catherine Kaiser, follow her. It's amazing. She's flying a 150 horsepower Grumman Traveler, which is the plane I used to own. It's not a very powerful airplane. They're great fun airplanes. If you follow her journey, for me, I was like, there's no way in a million years I would do what she's doing. These big, long flights, some of it over open water stuff. It's pretty incredible to kind of follow her. And if she's going to do this around the world thing in that plane, that's going to be awesome. So go to Facebook and check it out. Today is, well, for me, it is, I got to go start talking to people who make avionics because I'm here because my engine claims to be overheating. The oil temperatures are high. I replaced the whole oil system, and it's still happening. We're down to the point of it's some wiring, some grounds, something's, telling this gauge, you get too much or not enough resistance, and it's pegged. So I'm going to go talk to JPI and EI and Garmin and people who make engine monitoring avionics and get their take on it. I may end up purchasing something. I'm 85% sure I'm going to. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. 2:30 today at Forum Stage 8 is the big YouTube meet and greet thing. So it's a big thing. Like if you want to, think of whoever you guys watch on here. There's a lot of really, really big people that are going to be out there. So if you want to go see some of these people that you like to watch, you want to ask Mike Patey about that giant pool he built, today's the day. Forum Stage 8 at 2:30. There's one other weird thing we're going to do today. If you've been following my Oshkosh trips for the last 7 or 8 years, periodically this thing pops up out in the woods, kind of in the middle of us. I don't know, it's nowhere, but it's called the Beer Coffin. And sometimes the guy does it, and sometimes the guy doesn't do it. And rumor has it he's back. So you wander off into these woods, and someone will kind of guide you and say, "Oh, it's over there." This guy has a coffin full of ice, and you bring a beer from wherever you're from, and you put it in the coffin, and then you find a beer in the coffin that you're curious about, and you take it out, and you hang out, and you have a beer with these people. And it's just kind of a weird thing, but it's fun. And so the rumblings yesterday were that this thing is back, and so there's a group of us that are going to kind of get together this afternoon to go check it out and see if we can find it and see if we can have a drink together. So not a whole lot going on. Today I do plan on actually carrying a camera with me and filming. Yesterday I just kind of pulled the phone out when I saw something mildly interesting. Thursday, 11 o'clock at the FlyingEyes booth. If you want to come say hi, I've got a meet and greet scheduled there at 11 o'clock. FlyingEyes, Dean, those guys are so great. They printed out all these. If you want some stickers, I was going to buy stickers this year, but I didn't because it costs a lot of money, and I'm unemployed right now, so I've got to be careful with my dollars. But yeah, they put out these little things. It's kind of cool. It's got stickers for me. It's got FlyingEyes sticker, and there's a QR code there, I think, that saves you 10%. Speaking of saving 10%, I know every person on YouTube has got a FlyingEyes discount code, but I'm going to tell you why I have one now and why mine's better than theirs. Dan and Christy, for example, their code is taking off. No one knows how to spell taking off. It's a long word. It's got a lot of vowels and consonants. My code's JPS, 3 letters. It's so easy. So by the time you're done trying to figure out how to spell taking off or whatever, I can't even pronounce it. Your glasses would already be in your mailbox using my code. It's JPS. It's 3 letters. It's the shortest code. So when you're like, oh, I want to save some money on sunglasses, and you're typing in whomever's code and your fingers are starting to get tired, and then you're like, I'm going to go take a rest. I'm going to get a glass of water. I'm going to come back and finish typing it's JPS. Just, do you want to save money now, or do you want to save money a week from now when you finally got that complicated code that everybody else is giving you? So you want to save money on your sunglasses. You want FlyingEyes sunglasses. It's JPS. So anyway, but the FlyingEyes people, it was very nice of them to make these stickers up for me. I think it's kind of cool. So if you come by Thursday, 11 o'clock, I've got a lot of stickers, so I'll give you some. And then that's kind of where I'm probably going to be in and out of all week. They were kind enough, I mentioned I'm not here with my plane, and they said, if you need a place to store your stuff, So you're not having to go back to the Airbnb because you forgot something. You can use our tent. So I'm probably going to end up being in and out of there a lot. So, all right, so that's about it for this video. I'm going to head back out. You guys want to find me? I'll be wearing the Gold Seal colors all week. Look for the gold and black. If you see me, say hi. If you want. If you don't, don't. But it should be easy to spot. If you're traveling right now, man, what a mess. I got some sympathy for you. My wife Erin was supposed to be here yesterday. Flight got canceled, moved, and then she was supposed to be here today. And right now, the status is she's going to go to Milwaukee on Tuesday, and I'm going to drive out and then drive her back. But who knows if that's going to happen. I'm trying to get us flights home for Friday because mine was canceled. So if you're trying to travel right now, I feel for you, man. This is an absolute mess. So hope everybody's able to get where they need to get right now, especially people who are trying to get here. So, all right, other than that, how cool is this? That's absolutely wild. And yes, Mom, I got a copy for you. So, all right, it is Monday. Let's go AirVenture. You guys fly smart, be safe, and I hope to see you out there.